Right boys, slightly more serious one today. This video, I'll get straight to the point. I want to talk about power lines in window cleaning because they're becoming a problem. I mean, they've been a problem a while, but too many people are falling victim to them. And I think it's ever since the rise of us using more conductive materials, i.e. water-fed poles, i.e. carbon fibre, aluminium, glass fibre, high reach, and obviously they conduct electricity. And with a power line being 33,000 volts, you can imagine what the risk there is. So the encouraging factor that's made me make this video is obviously a local window cleaner to me has recently fallen victim to these power lines and unfortunately lost his life. His name is Ryan, clean to the core. Obviously I want to give my condolences to his family. I believe he was only, from what I was told, I don't know if it's true, I think he was only 24 and had 2 kids. So really sad day. He's left a full family behind. Went to work that morning, didn't come home. And you know, point I'm making, boys, is like these boys have, you know, there was another guy, Ionic, made a video about him, and he nearly died. He didn't die, but he's like really in a bad way. He can't work anymore, really injured. I think he lost use of like a couple of his limbs and stuff. Point I'm making here, boys, is if these things have happened to these people, out of respect for them, we can at least fucking learn from it. Do you know what I mean? We, as window cleaners who haven't gone through that, we could at least learn from it, from what's happened to them, as a mark of respect to them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's an unnecessary risk, boys, and some of you might be taking these risks unknowingly, and some of you might be taking these risks knowingly. And my message to the ones that are taking these risks knowingly is, please just fucking grow up, put your ego aside, communicate with the customers. You don't need to take these risks. You can just openly communicate and say, look, there's a power line on your house, I'm not willing to work within 6 feet of that for XYZ reason. 9 out of 10 people are going to be very understanding, and they're not going to want you to work near the power line after you explain why. Because electricity can jump up to, I think it's 6 feet, and with 33,000 volts the chance of that happening are increased. So it's not even just a matter of not touching the power line, it's literally, there is, just so we're clear, there is no safe way to work close to a power line. For the guys who don't know about this, maybe new to window cleaning, maybe don't know what they're looking for, and they want to take preventative action for themselves, like I say, when I first started I was a bit confused about it. I actually asked a BT open reach guy. I remember driving past and I could see some guys working on some fucking phone lines, and I just pulled up next to her. I said, boys, do me a favour, can you just fucking explain this wire setup to me, like, and I told them why and everything, and to be fair to them, they were more than fucking happy to help me. So what I concluded from that conversation was the thick ones are the power lines, the thin ones are the phone lines. So a couple of ways to differentiate it, right? Because some poles will just have phone lines on them, some will just have power lines on them, but most will have both. So if you look up at a pole, and when I say pole, if you follow the cable from the house that it's connected to, there's going to be a pole at the other side of that wire, and on that pole there'll be a sign. If there's power lines on it, yellow sign, caution, high voltage, danger of death, picture of a man being electrocuted, yellow square sign. If that's not on there, you're good to go, there's no power lines on it. If it is on there, that doesn't mean they're all power lines. So then you've got to decide which ones are power lines and which ones are not. So at the top of the pole there's going to be some skinny cables that are no thicker than a phone charger in your house. They're your phone lines. The thicker ones, they're about that thick, and they've normally also got a coil coming off the end of them. Those ones are your power lines. A bit more obvious, to me at least anyway. But like I say, look for the sign first. If the sign is on the pole, then there's some high voltage lines coming off it. If you're still not sure, if in your head you're just like, I still don't get it, I can't tell the difference, I can't work it out, don't take the risk. For fuck's sake, like for 20 quid or fucking even 200 quid, or get the job or something, fuck's sake, don't take the risk. Why would you? You're risking dying for epoxy 200 quid. That's hardly even enough to cover a full job for the week these days. It's not fucking worth it, boys. It's not worth it. That's one luxury window cleaners have. We've got so much work to choose from. Why would you take the risk? It doesn't make sense. As usual, boys, all the YouTube shit, like, comment, subscribe, any questions, pop below, and I'll catch you in the next one.